This right here, I think, is the turning point. This right here is that's it, man. That's it. Honestly speaking, that's it. I've had enough. I've had enough of defending this team. I've had enough of defending these players. I've had enough of defending this manager. That's it, man. The truth needs to come out. The reality needs to come out. Enough gaslighting. Enough gaslighting, bro. We've been gaslighting. We've been gaslighting the whole world into thinking that we're actually good. Into we're actually great this season. Enough, man. Don't look at the table and think that Real Madrid has been great. Don't look at the game against Barcelona and think to yourself, oh my God, Real Madrid is the best. Don't. That's it, man. The truth needs to come out. And I've actually had enough. Because I expected this team to bounce back after what they did against Liverpool. This performance right here, I expected the team to come out today and play well. And I understand the Rayo away is not easy. I understand the last 3 years we haven't won. I understand that we've only had one win in 5 years away from home. I understand this game, it was never going to be easy. But after what you do against Liverpool, the performance that you drop against Liverpool, you as players, you as a manager need to come out with some sort of decency, with some sort of pride to actually perform well. Be passionate. Be urgent. Have intent for 90 minutes for you to showcase to the Real Madrid fan base, we are sorry after what we did against Liverpool. Instead, what do? You drop the exact same performance, the exact same nothing. And the truth is, which everyone has been trying to hide away, everyone has been trying to avoid by saying, the reality is Real Madrid this season has been absolutely overrated. The table, don't look at the table. Don't let the table fool you. Don't let the win against Barcelona fool you. Real Madrid this season has been overrated. We do not belong in the best teams in the world. We don't. We're far from it, bro. We are far away from the likes of Bayern Munich. We're far away from the likes of Arsenal. We're far away from the likes of Paris Saint-Germain. We don't sit with them. If them man are sitting on a table munching dinner, we can't sit with them. We're not munching no mains with them. We might get the leftovers. We might get a little side there, a little garlic bread, a little sweet corn, a little mashed potato, a little Caesar salad maybe, but we're not munching no mains. We're not getting no steak, no dessert as well. Because we as a team need to be real. We need to be real with ourselves. How is this any different to what we saw last season? How is this any different to what we witnessed last season with Carlo Ancelotti? What's changed from the past couple of weeks? I think the first couple of games fooled you. The first couple of games fooled me. I was thinking, oh my God, look what we've done. Look at the changes what we've made. Xabi Alonso have changed. I'm seeing defensively we're getting better. But I'm starting to realize, was it really us being better defensively, or was it the opponent that we faced not being great attackingly? Because the last couple of weeks, I'm seeing teams actually create against us. Their final pass, the final action has not been great enough. And I'm seeing us attack the way we attack. How is it different to last season? Yes, maybe one little tweaks there and there in the lineup. Arda Güler starting, except that last season he didn't start. But other than that, tactically we're the same. As a team, we're the same. And the performance today is not just today. It's been like this for so many weeks now. I watch this team and I'm trying to find ways to be impressed. I'm trying to find ways to be optimistic. I'm trying to find ways to be encouraged about this team, about the future, about where we can and how we can achieve and how we can win and how we can compete and how we can win the best trophies. But I can't see anymore. I can't. And you can say it's negative, you can say X, Y, and Z, but that's the reality. That's the truth. Because the lead right now is actually fooling a lot of people. The only reason why we're leading La Liga is because our biggest two competition, our biggest two rivals has not been great themselves. The likes of Barcelona, the likes of Atletico Madrid, they have not been great themselves. If Atleti had a better start of the season, the table will look different. If Barcelona had a better start with no injuries, with no Hansi Flick, Highline, they would be right now compete. But we as a team, we need to be truthful with ourselves that we have not been great this season. We haven't. That's the reality. That's the truth. Because I'm looking at the performance today and I'm looking at the players today, and I can talk about the first half. I can talk about the second half. I can do my usual match reviews, talk about the first half, the lineup, and X, Y, and Z. But what did we see in the first half? Except for the first 10 minutes. Except for the one chance that we had where Mbappe crossed the ball to Jude and Vinny had a chance which got saved. What did we see in the first half except for 5 minutes? The first 10 minutes where we showed some sort of press, some sort of urgency, some sort of intent. The rest of the 40 minutes, we saw nothing. We saw absolutely nothing. And the second half starts, and I'm expecting changes. I'm expecting us to do something. I'm expecting us to make tough decisions, bench certain players, take players off, players that don't play well. You as a manager came out a couple weeks ago and said that I'm only playing players that play well and players that don't play well. On the pitch, to finish the game, there was about 4 to 5 players that didn't play well, but they still continued. You had 3 subs to make, so why didn't you make any sort of subs? Why did it take you to the 80th minute to make our first attacking sub? Why is it we finished the game with no Gonzalo Garcia or Endrick on the bench? Sorry, on the pitch. Why did it take you, again, 80 minutes for you to bring Trent on? Why was it that you decided to bring Ceballos over Trent, Rodrigo, Endrick, Gonzalo Garcia? And I'm looking at you, and the reality is, are you capable enough to actually take this team to the glory days, as in winning a La Liga, winning a Champions League? And trust me, Xabi Alonso, you are very fortunate, because I'm going to tell you the reality. I'm going to tell you what Paris is not going to tell you. I'm going to tell you what the management is not going to tell you. I'm going to tell you what Real Madrid is not going to tell you. The reason why Real Madrid will never look away and never look at even of thinking of getting rid of you is because they look at the table and they're seeing Real Madrid is now number one. And what you've done in the league so far, you've been picking up W's. You have. I mean, you've got 10 wins in 12 games. On paper, that looks like an elite start. On paper, that looks like an incredible start. And that's what Real Madrid are looking at. Real Madrid are not looking at, especially this season, because I saw what Paris said about you. And I saw what you said as well in your first press conference. Because I've been rewatching press conferences, because the press conference that you started the season with is very different to the press conferences recently. Because your mentality has changed. Your dynamic has changed. The words is changing. Because the last couple of weeks, especially the game against Liverpool, what you came out after the game and what you said, it reminds me very similar to Carlo Ancelotti last season. And I was criticizing Carlo Ancelotti. I can't be two-faced. I can't criticize one person for saying the exact same thing and then praise someone else, because what I'm seeing right now from you is exactly what I saw last season with Carlo Ancelotti, which is the tendencies. I'm seeing a lot of Carlo tendencies last season, and I criticized it. I can't hide away from it and say that and just brush it to the side and pretend that nothing's going on, because at the start of the season, you said a lot of things, a lot of bullshit, which is coming out now, a lot of nonsense. Couple of things that you said, which I want to repeat, and I don't care if I'm not talking about the game, because the game is exactly what has been throughout this whole season. You said, I'm going to make Real Madrid fans say to themselves when they watch this team, this is my team. This is my Real Madrid. I want Real Madrid fans to be entertained. I want Real Madrid fans to say to themselves, feel proud about this team. What I'm seeing right now from this team is exactly what I saw last season with Carlo Ancelotti. So nothing has changed, brother. So you've been lying to us. What is this version of Madrid that you've expected us to see? Nothing. And again, I'm not just blaming it on you. I'm going to get to the players. But it starts with you. You are the person that is supposed to put these players in a position to be successful. But I'm seeing no one in a position to be successful. I'm seeing no one actually in the right position, in the right profile, in the right place, because you've come out and said that I want to play every single person in their actual position. I don't want to misprofile anyone. And that might have been the reason why we're actually playing like this, because I don't believe in this formation. The 4-4-3, I don't believe in it. I don't think it's a success. I still can't believe why you've turned against the three at the back. I still can't believe why I haven't seen it since the Club World Cup. And I'm looking at certain players. I don't know where some players are. I feel your mismanagement of the team has been horror. I think your management as a whole in game has been horror. Why is Gonzalo Garcia someone that played so well in the Club World Cup, started, the top scorer, one of the best players at the Club World Cup, scored so many goals? Why have we yet to see him? Why has he had a single start? Why? I'm genuinely asking I'm asking a simple question. Trent Alexander-Arnold came back against Liverpool. Why didn't he start today's game? If you guys know the answer to these questions, please let me know down. Let me know down in the comment section. You, a month and a half ago, you said Vinicius Junior, I didn't play him because I'm only going to play players that play well. And if you perform, if you play well, if you train well, if you play in the games well, I'm going to start you. If you don't, I'm going to bench you. You can't tell me with a straight face over the past 2 games, Mbappe has actually been great. And this is the problem that we have because we're making players look bad now. We're making players look terrible now. You've seen the narratives, you've seen the agendas, you've seen the medias, you've seen everyone now turn against. Because Real Madrid is an easy target. It's cash money, it's easy clicks, easy views, easy clickbait, easy engagement, easy farming, X, Y, and Z. You've seen what people have said. And this is what I understand. Mbappe against Liverpool, he dropped deep, he dropped deep, he dropped deep. We were asking, why are you dropping deep? Why are you dropping deep? Stay as a striker, play as a striker. Why are you cutting back? Why are you dropping deep? Why are you taking too many touches against Rayo Vallecano? Instead, what did he do? He stayed up. He was making runs. No one found him. He was making runs. No one found him. He didn't touch any ball. And people saying, why is Mbappe not touching the ball? And this is my point. You are putting these players in these kind of positions, which is now asking and forcing people to say, what's wrong with this guy? What's wrong with this guy? What's wrong with this guy? Because of yourself. I'm seeing players today go into positions which they should not be going to. I'm seeing players today go into pockets which they should not be going to. It's crowded. But then, when we don't have the ball, I'm seeing them in those exact positions which they should have been 5-10 minutes ago. We are not improving. We're not getting better. We're not getting better. And this is the reality. Maybe this is the truth about this team. We're getting worse. We're regressing every week. We're getting worse. And I hope you guys see it. And I hope you see it now rather than seeing it later. I might be the first person to tell you. Or you might have noticed it yourself. But my brothers and sisters watching right now, please be truthful. Please be honest with yourself. Are you impressed? Are you impressed? Do you see something on this team? I'm seeing one person on the left-hand side fight for his life, try his absolutely best in Vinicius Junior, but he's going to get criticized. Why? Because he lost the ball too many times. Because he lost all the doors. But instead, he was the actual person trying. And that's what I wanted. I wanted people to try. I didn't see that. I didn't see the last game. I haven't seen it over the past couple of weeks, over the past couple of games. That little win against Valencia might have fooled the whole world. Real Madrid plays the best game. Of course, you play the best game when you play against a team who's literally 17th. Right now, at the start of the game, we're doing 19th. Of course, you'll play well against a relegated side at home. That's not an achievement. It's not a massive praise. This is the same team that gets smacked up by Barcelona every single week. 5-0, 6-0, 7-0, 8-0. So winning 5-0 against them is not an achievement. It's nothing to be proud of. This team is regressing massively, game by game by game by game. And the in-game management is getting worse and worse and worse and worse. And the players themselves are playing worse. Dean Huijsen, over the past 3 weeks, what's happened to him? Alvaro Carreras, what's happened to him? But no, you're gonna have top Madridistas, the greatest, the true Real Madrid fan, look at the table and say to themselves, Faysal, you're being negative. Faysal, why are you being negative? Faysal, look at the table, we're first place. Look at what we have played. Look at how we are. Look, we're bad defensively. We're this and that and this and that. This is what the true. You think. Being deluded doesn't make you true. And that is a message that I want to send out to everyone. Being deluded doesn't make you true. Faking your opinion and faking what you want to say, or maybe being too blinded, does not make you a true fan. What a true fan is saying how it is and admitting it when it's true. And the reality and the truth is that Real Madrid is not great. And the reality and the truth is that Real Madrid, our start to the season has been overrated. And that's the reality. That's the truth. A little couple wins there and there, and beating relegated sides and beating Barcelona, who was toothless themselves, it's not going to gas me. It's not going to fool me, Ike. The last 2 games is actually a demonstration of what we've seen this season. And before you can tell me what can he change, that's a lot of things he can change. That's a lot of things he can change. But the question is he willing to change? Because he's a stubborn manager. He's a very stubborn manager. We've seen it already. And I feel like he's not consistent. His treatments to certain players are not consistent. His approach to certain players is not consistent. The only reason why I took off Fede Valverde, I laughed about it. The only reason why Trent came on today is not because he wanted to bring on Trent. It's not. It's because Fede Valverde asked to be taken off. That's the only reason why he came on. Trent should have come on sooner, but he didn't. We made what? Our first attacking substitution? 75th minute? We decided to bring in Ceballos or what? Rather than getting angry, rather than getting upset, rather than ranting about it, at least let me laugh at my own miserable life, bro. Let me laugh at my own depression, my own pain, fam. That's the best way to actually improving and being back. Because at least I'm improving. At least I've got the willingness to improve, because this team right here, they don't want to improve. And this manager right here is not going to change, because what we're going to see, what we saw against Liverpool, is exactly what we saw today. And it's exactly what we're going to see after the international break. And it's exactly what we're going to see every single week. But the management and the team and Real Madrid and the Florentino Perez, they're not going to say anything. They're not going to even react to anything, because they're going to look at the table, and Real Madrid is first in the table. And that was their priority. Go back, as I said, go back to the first press conference that Xabi Alonso had. His own words. He said, I want to start off by dominating domestically, dominating La Liga. That is the priority. The league is the objective. That's the main sole aim, but not the Champions League. Champions League maybe next year, or 2 years from now, or 3 years from now. For Perez and Real Madrid, winning the league is the main objective of the season. If we can knock down the quarterfinals, round of 16, not even making the playoffs, not even do anything, and if we finish first, scamming with penalties and winning 2-1s or 1-0s or X, Y, and Z against the smaller teams, and we hope and pray that Barcelona lose and that Atleti lose and X, Y, and Z, and we actually first, then they're going to look at this season and say, you know what, successful. But reality, is it successful? I'm going to sleep on this, and I'm going to have a conversation tomorrow to Xabi Alonso. An honest conversation, but right now, I don't want to talk about the game itself, because it's always, if you want to talk about the game, go watch the Liverpool review. It's the exact same nonsense. Exact same thing.